Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday. Today I'm making pecan pie and sweet potato pie. First, I'm going to do the pecan pie. I have the sweet potatoes in the oven roasting. So by the time I'm finished with this, I'm going to have the sweet potatoes ready. So I baked the pies so it would cook. The bottom of it will be cooked. I put it in there for 10 minutes. I have 2 cups of caramel syrup, 2 cups of brown sugar, 6 eggs, a half a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 sticks of butter, a teaspoon of salt, 2 cups of chopped pecan, and a pecan to put on the top when I'm done. So I'm going to add the sugar. Let me move this over. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to add the 2 cups of sugar. I'm going to add the caramel syrup. Make sure you add all of the syrup. And you can use, if you wanted, you can use dark. I just had the clear one. I'm going to add the butter. The butter is nice and cool now. And that's 2 sticks of butter. Okay. Add the salt. Add the vanilla. This is a very easy dish to make. I'm going to add the eggs. Okay? Oop, I got an eggshell. I didn't see it when I cracked it. That's why you cracked the eggs in a separate bowl to catch the shells. And if you wanted to use white sugar, you can. But I just wanted to use the brown sugar. Since I didn't have the dark syrup. I use a whisk. And this is a very rich, it's very sweet, very rich with all the sugar. And the syrup is also sweet. So pecan pie is very, very sweet. Try to mix in the butter and the eggs. Then I'm going to add the pecans. Let me move this over here so I can move this out of the way. Move this over here. Okay. Alright, so all the sugar hasn't dissolved, still lumps. See how very thick it is? It's very thick. I'm trying to melt, dissolve the sugar. The egg was at room temperature. I've melted the butter. So I'm going to add the pecans now. The 2 cups of pecans. Chopped pecans. Okay, so I'm going to scoop it out with a measuring cup evenly. It's very sticky. Very, very sticky. And see, that wasn't long. Putting it together is long. Getting all the ingredients together. Making sure it's even. So then I'm going to take the half of the pecan and layer it on the top of the pie. So this is the last of it, and the rest goes in. See, I still found sugar. Okay, this goes in here. All of that go in there. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to take the pecans and layer it the halves very nicely in a circle. Oh. Always have to be one. I don't know if you can see that. Very nice. Some of these are broken. So when I'm finished with this, I'm going to take foil and wrap it around so it wouldn't burn easily, the ends. And you leave that for 30 minutes. Go all around, all the way around. I'm using all of the pecans, even the broken ones. I have to get more pecans. That looks beautiful. That looks really, looking for a hold one. Here we go, in the middle. Look at that. So I'm going to do that for the second one, and I'll be back. So I've completed the pies. I put all half pecans on top. So now I'm going to get the foil. And put it in the middle. And basically you make a dome. Okay? You can do this, or you can slightly cover it, all depending on you. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the oven for 30 minutes and then remove the foil from it. So now I'm going to take the pies out of the oven and take the foil off. This is going to be a little hard. I'm not trying to burn myself. Ouch. Alright, so I'm going to put it back in the oven for 20 minutes so I can finish cooking. Okay? It looks really good. Alright. Putting it back in the oven. So I can finish cooking. "20 minutes. The pies are done. I'm going to take it out of the oven. Look how good that looks. It looks nice. So we have to wait for it to cool. And we'll slice it with some vanilla ice cream. Yeah. So I'll wait for it to cool. It looks great. Pecan pies. It looks nice. And it smells so good. Can't wait to taste it. Cannot wait to taste it. So the next one I'm going to do is a sweet potato pie. So we're going to get started. I'll be right back. So I'm going to slice the pecan pie. It's nice and cool now. And I'm going to have some ice cream with it. see how it comes out. It's giving me a hard time. Just the first slice always gives you a hard time. Okay, let's see how I do. Oh no. Not good, not good. It's not coming out good. It's not coming out good. The bottom of the pie, the crust did not come up, but that's okay. I want to take all of this and put it on that. It's okay. Oh. Okay. Now I'm going to put some ice cream in it. It doesn't look pretty, but it's okay. But it tastes good. Just going to put 1 scoop of ice cream. Oh gosh. It didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out, but that's okay. That's the first slice. Okay? And it's delicious. Delicious. Okay, I'm coming up with the sweet potato pie. Okay, I'm back to do the sweet potato pie. So, I roasted my sweet potatoes, 3 of them. So they're all roasted and I smashed it. I have 2 cups of brown sugar. I have 1 cup of heavy cream. 4 eggs. This was a double yolk. An 1/8 teaspoon of salt. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. A teaspoon of cinnamon. A teaspoon of ginger. A 1/2 teaspoon of ground clove. 4 tablespoons of butter. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And 2 sticks of butter. A cup of butter. So, this is hot right now, because I literally just finished making everything. So I'm going to put, let me move this over so you can see what I'm doing. Okay? So you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm going to put this entire, oh, it's hot, sweet potato in here. So this is 4 cups of sweet potato. Okay. And this is perfect because the butter is at room temperature, and I'm going to put the butter in. Okay, so that can melt right away. And the last thing I'll put is the eggs, because we don't want to cook the eggs, okay, because it's still hot. And this is another simple dish to make. I prefer to roast my potatoes instead of boiling it. I think it brings out the flavor of the potatoes instead of boiling it. Okay, I'm going to get my whisk in a minute. So now I'm going to add the spices, the cinnamon, the nutmeg, the clove, the ginger, the salt, the milk. The milk is going to cool it down even more because I want to put that eggs in. I don't need the eggs to. I don't need the eggs to cook. Okay. So let's put the sugar in also. And if you want to use light brown sugar, you can. Either light or dark. I don't want that. Let's add the vanilla also. Everything goes in. Everything goes in. Okay, it's cooled down. And when you roast the sweet potato, oh, it's so much sweeter than when you're boiling it. You know, when you boil it, taking out all that sweetness. We don't want that. We want all the sweetness of the sweet potato. So I prefer to roast it. Okay. So now I'm going to add the eggs. I'm going to use this pan here to put the pie shells on. Let's put this here. Okay, so you want to beat those eggs in. So now I'm going to put 4 tablespoons of flour in it. We add all this milk. Okay. So now I'm going to add, I'm not finished mixing that. I just want to add the pie shells on this pan, so when I get ready, it's ready for me to pour it into. I'm going to taste it. Oh yes, it's nice and sweet. It's perfect. All right, so everything is mixed in. Has a nice balance of spices. The same thing I'm going to do, I did for the pecan pie, I'm going to do with the sweet potato pie. So basically everything goes in the bowl and you mix everything together. The sweet potatoes is supposed to be cool, but I just finished roasting it and it was a little warm still. So let's put... And I'm using a deep dish pie shell. And it's perfect. See, that is perfect. Okay. I don't want to overflow it, you know, fill it up too much. Let's see what I can do here, because it's going to rise a little. So it's cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, ginger, 4 eggs, a cup of heavy cream, and I used 3 large sweet potatoes, and I roasted it. And a cup of butter, 1 cup of butter. One cup of butter. It's perfect. So that's it. And I'm going to put it in the oven. Put it in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes. But look how beautiful that looks. Okay? So I'll be back in 45 minutes. Hi, the pies are done. I'm going to take it out of the oven. The sweet potato pies are done. Look at that. It's going to shrink. Look at that. It's good. It's perfect. Turn the oven off. You see that? Look at that. So I'm gonna let it cool, and then I'm going to slice it. The pecan pies hasn't cooled yet. It's still warm, but this is going to reduce in size. It's going to shrink. But that's a deep dish pie. Very nice. Looks good. Looks delicious. Oh, looks amazing. I'm gonna let that cool. And now I'm gonna slice it up. Take one slice of it. And I don't know if I'll put some ice cream with it or not. I don't know. But yeah. Just leave it by itself. But it looks great. It looks nice. It's nice and firm. And it's perfect. Alright, see you in a minute. Okay, I have the sweet potato pie. And it fell a little bit, not too much. And I'm going to take a slice of it. Wow. Make sure I cut the slice. Okay. I need to get a slice. Something to lift up the pies. A pie lifter. But look at that. You see that? That's nice. Very nice. So that's let me taste it. It needs to be cold. It's still kind of warm. That is good. That is delicious. And I love the crust. And it's not too sweet. It's perfect. That is perfect. Delicious. Thank you for joining me. Next week, next Tuesday, I'm making honey mustard pork chops with baked sweet potatoes. And for Wednesday, I'm making a lemon pound cake and cookies. M&M cookies. Okay. I'll see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Merry Christmas. And I'll see you next Tuesday and Wednesday. Enjoy your Christmas holiday. Bye-bye.